Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I want to just thank everybody for subscribing. It's started to grow again, the channel, which is great. But what I'm going to focus on today is the TTC project, where they're refurbishing Islington Station. So I'm in the neighbourhood here called Islington Village, and this is an area that's right on the terminus of Line 2. So between Islington and Kipling, there's a lot of transit-oriented development going on. And in light of that, the city is, or the TTC, are rebuilding Islington Station. So when they built the Kipling Go transit hub, it took all of the Mississauga transit buses away from Islington Station. And so they're able to start a project to renew Islington Station. So it's something I'm going to keep an eye on over the next couple of years, and hopefully bring update videos as they become more exciting. Because this is Etobicoke City Centre. So I'm going to head down to 6 Points and show you what they've done there. Then we'll go over to Islington and you can see what started to go on there. So hope you enjoy the video. So I'm just walking down here towards Dundas. You can see the transition in this area from big suburban homes, single family homes, into lots of older 1970s rentals, some newer rentals like mid-rises. But there's so much potential in this area for growth. So I want to show you a contrast in this area. You see how I walk down Dundas here? You got all these new buildings and mid-rises that have been built over the last 20 years. All sold out, all fully occupied. There's some rental units as well that are nice. This is old Dundas, so you can see it's like not been urbanized at all. So we've still got these cars that are crossing the sidewalk here. There's parking on the other side, 4 lanes. But they reconfigured 6 Points. I don't want to go into too much detail. And they did it, I think they finished it like just before the pandemic or during the pandemic. We've got all kinds of cool bike infrastructure built now. But they still kept it 6 lanes wide, which I think is a major mistake. Maybe they can reclaim some of that. But there are dedicated bike lanes. So as part of the new configuration, Dundas Street goes down here. It's only 4 lanes here. But you can see I'm going to walk on the bike lane. So a dedicated bike lane, grade separated, which is great. Same on the other side. And then the sidewalk here. Nice LED lamps for the sidewalk and for the road. This is just overgrown, there's no parking there. I'm not sure what the plan is for that. To be fair, over the other side of there, they're building a park. Now this is Dundas and Bloor Street, so Dundas crosses Bloor Street here, goes south of it to go west. So the bike lanes on Bloor are eventually going to come all the way here and match up with these bike lanes. And as we walk up Bloor on the west side here, you see this was all built. So we're supposed to be surrounded by buildings here. Those buildings over there, that's the transit-oriented development around Kipling Station. The newest one being that tall square one on the right. And there's lots more planned around here. So you can imagine like a whole bunch of like plazas and shops around here for the community. It'd be nice, right? Getting older. So just cross the road. And this is new, I've not seen this before. There's now trailers here. Some people working, there's been some grading done. And they're doing some piles. So finally, some construction has started. Now, is this the Civic Centre area? It could well be. Let's see if I can find out. Okay, so this area was for the Civic Centre. It's supposed to be quite nice. It's got an open area, plaza, people can hang out. And then the park over the other side of Dundas there. Should be good. And then just over there behind those buildings is Kipling Go and the Kipling Transfer Hub. And so it's a handy spot. I live near this area, so I'll sometimes take the bus to Kipling for the subway, or sometimes I'll take the bus to Islington. You know, it's funny in Toronto. I love how they plant all these trees, I really do. I love greenery in cities. But when you're 6'3", like I am, you always have to like duck around them. So here's my eye level, right? Ooh. There's the plan for this site here. 29 stories, 710 residencies, 199 cars, 741 bikes. One nice thing they did, I think, because I really don't like it everywhere else in the city, is all of the lamp standards are black instead of galvanized. I'd like to see us change the yellow traffic lights to black, kind of like more European style. I've seen that somewhere. I've seen that in other parts of Canada as well. That area you see over there, all those buildings, that's Islington Village and the surrounding area. So there's a lot of development in there that's been done over the years. And it's kind of like a mini city. On the right as well, there's been some pretty cool low-rise condos built around this corridor, and there's a lot of development earmarked along the rail line here as well, between Islington and Kipling. This area on the right here is supposed to be the new park. Okay, here comes line 2 out of Kipling. So there's 2 sets of rail here, right? That bridge over there, that's Kipling. This is the subway line nearest us, and then over there you have the GO lines. That's the Kipling GO, goes all the way downtown to Union, but only goes down in the morning and back at night. And then the rest of the time it's CP rail, or CN rail, whichever one it is. We're going to head down Bloor Street and to Islington Station. You can see all the developments here. Said there's the police station on the right. The 2 bridges here coming up are, I think the first one is for the subway line and the second one is for the CN line. All the lands on the right are going to be developed as condos, and then past those trees there's parking lots for the subway. A lot of those are going to be taken up for transit oriented development. That's the CN rail bridge. It's probably worth pointing out too that there's a hydro corridor that runs up here. That complicates matters a little bit. So that's Islington Station over there, guys. It's serviced by this gigantic parking lot. So this was the beer store, I think. Gone. But to be replaced with this. I'm sorry, it's flapping in the wind. So I like this size of infrastructure. Oh, is it retirement residence? There you go. So I like that size of infrastructure. So that bus service there, the bus station, is no longer in use. You can see the construction trailers. So the buses used to go around and in on the far side there, and out this side, and you had different platforms. Now you just have this one little pickup point at the front. So it's nowhere near as pleasant. On the plus side, for a decade they were running the Mississauga transit buses in here. So the Mississauga transit buses would all park on the right hand side of that parking lot. There's a closer look at the bus station. And use, of course. Now, the subway station underneath is pretty basic. It's like a typical, so I won't go down there. It's a typical TTC subway station with subway tile and repairs all over the place. But it does go underneath, what's that, Islington, over to the other side into that building, Bloor Islington Place, which is a nice service centre actually. It's got a little food court, it's got the Sobeys Urban Fresh there, so you can pick up some groceries on your way home. You can see that those buildings are right there next to Islington. So you can see the temporary situation here where the bus stops on the sidewalk and everybody has to walk into the side entrance over there, that little brown building, which goes down into the subway. It's quite busy around here, but you can see how all the buses used to go in there, each bay. So there was 6 bays, and the buses would come out the other side and turn out. Now the new station is going to have its own exit, right where I'm standing, and the buses will come in and out that way. And then the station is going to be all glass, and I'll show you the renderings and whatnot. There's going to be a big improvement around here, for sure. So here's I would say this is the main entrance into the subway, right? So you have to go down. So you have to go down in there. Basically just into the concourse. It's only about 1 story, which is nice. And then Islington Avenue goes north from here. So it has another one of those sidewalk tunnels, goes under the CP rail. And there's an old kissing right here, right? And so you could drop off, and there was another entrance into the subway down inside that little building there, as they started the work in August. So this used to be a kissing ride. Drivers could come up here, where those cones were, off of Islington, and then into here. And then it would dump you out on the other side on Bloor Street. So you can still use the alternative entrance, I think. I'll walk down here. But this parking lot is now closed for good. And you can see the new development from Tridel there, with all the nice graffiti on the side of their buildings. And that, between us and that, is the hydro lines and the Federal Railway, and which is the GO rail, actually, or the GO train, I should say. And then you can see down here is the other entrance to Islington. But you can see the crane, if you look closely, you can see the crane between the 2 buildings. Tridel is now building another project on the other side of Cordova, and we'll take a look up there. There's another view of Bloor Islington Place, which is like I said, it's a good office and service centre, so there's a whole bunch of things in there that can be useful for people in the area. Now Tridel did a nice job of linking their development with the sidewalk, and I'll show you that in a second, on the other side of the bridge. There's a lot of people using this linkage now, and it's really narrow and unpleasant. You can see that Tridel built this nice accessible pathway to get up. It used to just be a straight staircase, but they dug it all out, built this winding pathway up here, really nice. Unfortunately, you have to come out onto this. So they did this for accessibility. Pretty generous, eh? As they come up the stairs, some Tridel's all finished here. They haven't sold their retail area yet. But they finished it nice. So this is Cordova now. So the number 50 bus comes up this way, goes along Burnhamthorpe from the station. Now these are old, these ones, but some have been refurbished. They did the balconies and stuff like that, so they tried to keep it nice. This area, I think, here is earmarked to be redeveloped. But you can see the big cranes down here. Living in the area, I know this area really well. So if you like walking, not too far, Bloor Kingsway, it's just over there, right? There's actually a path you can walk through the trees down over there, and through the river, alongside the river, into Bloor and Kingsway. You just walk up past those cranes. You've got Islington Village, and we're going to walk up there. So this is the latest huge development here from Tridel. Westerly. And you can see that they've done the major groundworks and they're coming up. You can see in there. Zoom in a bit. So they're coming up through the parking garage floors now. It's a huge excavation. All the cement trucks waiting here to go in. And then it hasn't started yet, but on the other side where those trees are, there's a smaller condo getting built over there. Quite a bit of NIMBYism around here, not too bad. Because I think people kind of understand and around the subway here, and there's already quite a bit of existing high-rises around here from the 60s, 70s. I love those ones over there, those older ones. Because they're well built, they look good, they're kind of timeless, but they have huge space in them. Like they're well designed inside. Probably really expensive though. I mean, maintenance is probably really high. There's another mural, Islington mural. There's the 50. Runs every 15 minutes. It's not terrible, but you know, better than a lot of places. There's a few businesses around here. Now the one on the left side here, you'll see there's fences around it. That's getting knocked down. Quite a substantial area actually. So all that's getting taken out. That used to be a coffee time on the corner. They had the best bagels, like the bacon and egg. Used to throw a little onion in the egg. It's great. And then the Fox and Fiddle bar over there. And you've got a couple of more restaurants and service centres down here. So here's the church. Really nice. Nice gardens. Okay guys, that's the end of the video today. Hope you enjoyed that. It's an interesting insight into what's happening around Islington Station and towards Kipling and Etobicoke 6 points. A lot of development going on out here. And you know, you don't hear it a lot mentioned, you know, people coming out west, but it's actually pretty good because you've got good access to the airport. If you really like to drive, it's very easy to get out of the city through 427 and Gardner, 401 and all that stuff. And yeah, it's a good spot and it's very pretty at this time of year. I just want to thank everybody for subscribing. The channel is still growing very slowly. I'm trying to get more content out. If you do watch these videos regularly and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. You know, press the notification bell and like the videos and share the videos and help grow the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you in the next one. So take care.